In the humid, dark corners of the Hawaiian rainforest, a tiny architect is building a home out of the skeletons of its victims. This is the bone collector caterpillar, a member of the endemic moth genus Haipoesmoe koema, that has abandoned the peaceful life of munching leaves to move into the literal lion's den of a spider's web. Unlike 99.9% of the world's caterpillars, this larva is a specialized carnivore and scavenger. It constructs a portable fortress out of specialized silk and the hollowed-out carcasses of ants, beetles, and flies, wearing its kills like a piece of high-fashion macabre armor. To understand why this tiny monster exists, we have to look back 15 million years into a world without ants, where a simple moth lineage was forced to become one of the most unsettling predators in the forest. We will investigate how it hunts, how it tricks lethal spiders into letting it stay, and why it refuses to use anything but corpses for its armor. But that's not even the weirdest part. Stay until the end to see how this ancient survivor is facing a modern enemy it never evolved to fight. Imagine moving into a house where the walls are made of deadly traps, and the landlord is a professional assassin. The bone collector caterpillar lives a precarious existence within the webs of spiders, most notably the invasive spitting spider, or Cytodes. These spiders are nature's ultimate snipers. They possess specialized glands that can eject a poisonous, gummy silk in a zigzag pattern at speeds of up to 28 meters per second. This spit immobilizes prey in just 1/700th of a second, gluing them down before the spider delivers a lethal bite. For any other insect, touching a single thread of this web is a death sentence. Yet, the bone collector glides across these fibers like a ghost in the machine. Researchers have documented these caterpillars resting on clumps of webbing directly adjacent to spitting spiders and even their egg sacs. It doesn't just survive there, it thrives by treating the spider's home like a personal buffet. This isn't luck, it's a strategic infiltration. By occupying the web, the caterpillar gains a permanent security guard. Most forest predators avoid a spitting spider's web, except for the bone collector, which hides in plain sight while stealing the spider's liquefied snacks and eating the insects the spider has already wrapped in silk for later. This caterpillar isn't just a builder, it's a surgical tailor with a very dark aesthetic. While other members of the Haipoesmoe genus use bits of sand, lichen, or wood to blend in with bark, the bone collector is an obligate user of arthropod remains. In laboratory settings, when scientists offered these larvae traditional materials like leaves or twigs, the caterpillars refused to build. It is bug bits or nothing. The construction process is technically exhausting. The caterpillar first spins a base case made of its own saliva and silk. It then sizes up each body part it scavenges. Using its mandibles and front legs, it prods, rotates, and probes prospective additions, which include ant heads, fly wings, weevil abdomens, and even the shed skins of the spider landlord. If a piece of exoskeleton is too large, the larva will use its mandibles to chew the bone down until it fits the exact dimensions of its silk case. This skeleton suit provides what scientists believe is both visual and chemical camouflage. By wearing the remains of the spider's previous meals, the caterpillar masks its own scent and texture. To a spider, which relies heavily on chemical signals and vibration rather than sight, the caterpillar doesn't exist. It is simply a moving piece of the web's trash pile, a decorate or die strategy that has kept it safe for millions of years. To find the origin of this nightmare, we have to look at a Hawaii that no longer exists. A Hawaii of sunken peaks and drowned volcanoes. The genus Haipoesmoe is one of the oldest and most diverse lineages in the Pacific, estimated to be roughly 15 million years old. This timeline is a geological puzzle. The island of Oahu, where the bone collector lives today, is only about 3 million years old. This means the lineage is millions of years older than the ground it currently stands on. Phylogenomic data suggests that these moths evolved on the ancient northwestern Hawaiian Islands, remnants of volcanoes like Necker and Nihoa that have since eroded and sunk beneath the sea. As new islands like Kauai and Oahu emerged over millions of years, the ancestors of the bone collector hopped from one volcanic peak to the next. Molecular clock analysis shows that the specific bone collector lineage diverged from its closest relatives, including a snail-hunting caterpillar at least 6 million years ago. They are biological unicorns, relict species from a lost era. The bone collector is a monotypic lineage, meaning it has no living sister species. It is the last remaining vestige of an ancient branch of evolution that survived the rise and fall of entire islands, persisting in total isolation while the rest of its family vanished. Why would a moth evolve to be a bone-wearing predator? The answer lies in what was missing from ancient Hawaii. In almost every tropical ecosystem on Earth, ants are the queens of the jungle. They are aggressive, social, and exert massive pressure on other insects. But ancient Hawaii was weirdly ant-free. This created a massive ecological vacuum. Without ants to scavenge dead insects or raid spiderwebs for trash, the ancestors of Haipo-Smokoma were free to fill those vacant predatory roles. However, they weren't alone. Pre-human Hawaii was the kingdom of birds. Avian predators were the dominant force, and they put enormous pressure on caterpillars to diversify their appearance to avoid being eaten. This drove the Haipo-Smokoma genus into radical niches. Some became amphibious, living underwater in mountain streams, while others developed a taste for meat. The biological Gothic strategy was the ultimate solution to this pressure. By wearing the skeletons of its victims, the caterpillar achieved two goals. It looked like unappetizing garbage to the birds above, and it looked like a harmless debris pile to the spiders below. It was the only way to thrive in a world of giants. Despite its sophisticated armor, the bone collector has zero respect for its own kind. In the wild, you will almost never find more than one bone collector in a single spiderweb. This is because the species is intensely territorial and cannibalistic. In a laboratory setting, researchers witness the dark reality of this behavior. When two caterpillars are placed together, one will use its powerful mandibles to bite a hole into the side of the other's silk cocoon. Once the armor is breached, the attacker enters the case, kills the inhabitant, and consumes it. In some cases, the victor will even steal the victim's bone collection to add to its own suit. This extreme aggression ensures that the limited resources of a spider's web, the trapped flies and ants, are not divided among competitors. Their evolution has traded social cooperation for a lifestyle where the remains of the dead literally secure the survival of the living. Every fashion choice on their back isn't just camouflage, it's a record of competitive dominance in the dark. After outliving entire islands, the bone collector is now being wiped out by a brainless enemy it never evolved to fight. Humans accidentally introduced invasive ants, like the big-headed ant, to Hawaii. These ants are the one thing the bone collector's armor cannot defend against. Ants hunt in swarms. They don't care about bone camouflage or spiderweb vibrations. They simply swarm the case and tear the caterpillar out. Today, the bone collector is critically endangered. After 22 years of fieldwork and over 150 surveys, scientists have documented only 62 individual caterpillars. They are clinging to life in a single 15 square kilometer patch of forest in the Waianae Mountains on Oahu. The most specialized, weird, and Gothic hunter in the moth world is facing an extinction event because the kingdom without queens has finally been invaded. The very isolation that created them, the millions of years of off-the-rails evolution, is now the cage that might destroy them. If this tiny patch of forest falls, the last skeleton tailor will vanish into history, taking 15 million years of strange secrets with it. And we're left to wonder, what else is hiding in the webs we walk past every single day? And is it already wearing something you lost?